Hello, how you doing? Scotty Bear back with another video. This video on it appears that the US is folding under the consumerism that it created. It's kind of interesting. I like to compare what's going on in many of my friends' life here in America to the people I've met around the world, including China, and it appears that many of my friends in other countries are faring much better. Now, I wouldn't call myself, exactly a fan of consumerism. I mean, the United States is kind of built on some flimsy ideas. I mean, how you like that 2 hour commute, that $700 car payment, and your $2,000 mortgage? How's that working out for you right about now? Actually, one person comes to mind. I mean, she, um, probably will be dealing with this maybe for, a month or two, where many Americans might be affected for many years to come. And, is that what we want to happen here? I mean, these companies will be given lots and lots of money to rebound, and other company, and then you will be left to deal with these companies like banks and all these companies that you bought your car from, and and go back to your normal life strapped even harder and scrambling to try to dig yourself out of this mess. I definitely am in the middle. I mean, there are some parts, obviously, right? The socialist angle. I mean, Bernie Sanders is a good example. And then you got, the consumerism, Trump. And I guess he kind of is the poster boy for this type of lifestyle. I mean, we think that consumerism is great, where I think there's lots of good things. I mean, uh the medical developments in the world come, through this type of situation, with lots and lots of money being poured into development of these advanced medicines. And I kind of got a view of that, like in Vietnam was a good example. The girl I was traveling with had asthma, and she literally was able to walk up to a pharmacist in Vietnam and buy medication for 75 cents. And we are talking, that was really spoke to me. I mean, me being an American, you would think that we frankly would be better, but our economy drives the world, and you end up in a situation where you think to yourself, "Wow, is this that much better?" When the United States don't even take care of its own. I mean, I can't even see a dentist in the United States. I go to Mexico. My glasses are from Thailand. I mean, the the United States, this is not working. And actually, it may be thanks to the coronavirus that changes may in fact be in the works. I don't think people are going to stand for this. As a matter of fact, I mean, I kind of stand maybe in between in my life and how I feel about it. I've grown up with many of the greatest parts of consumerism, and some of the worst. I mean, I pay taxes, maybe just like you. I think just like all Americans, sales tax, all these taxes, and I feel like I'm leveraged as a person for what I'm what I'm able to contribute to this country, but then left out in the cold, like right now, when it's time to get help. And and then you sit there and you think to yourself, countries like New Zealand has successfully dealt with the coronavirus, um, and Vietnam successfully dealt with the coronavirus, and then you have the United States that free America, you fascist, and let everybody out. Let everybody out and kill each other. It's quite a mood of the world. Honestly, it's hard to actually put my mind wrap my mind around such a thing. I never thought I'd feel quite the way I do about it. I mean, it definitely. I mean, again, like I said, it's really been a unique span of time from I can remember when my dad brought home cable. It has no commercials, and now we have computers, powerful computers in the palm of our hands that can do just about anything. And here we are. Our fate is a virus that leaves us completely, powerless and unable to carry on the consumer idea or the consuming idea, either one. But really, it's interesting times. I hope people really see the underlying problem here, because at the end of the day, I really feel like you'll be left facing these companies, and you'll really find out how small you really are, and how powerless we've really become to the consumerism idea. I think it's an expired idea. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of um, socialism per se, but I gotta tell you, I think that there is definitely a middle ground. And United States, the richest country in the world, or maybe the second, right? China is probably quite a bit richer, but I really believe that this is going to have an effect on people like nothing we've ever seen, obviously. And I do hope people, win. I hope people win, and consumerism loses, because frankly, I can't see any other way. I certainly don't want to be a victim of all this shit and have to pay for years down the road to these companies, and I will certainly try not to. That's for sure. And as a matter of fact, I don't know that I'm going to be paying much taxes. I can promise you that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching in kind of a confusing time. Have a good day.